And now to the latest on that new testimony from the January 6th committee hearings. Cassidy Hutchinson, a former aide to Donald Trump's chief of staff, testified that Mark Meadows said days ahead of time that January 6th could get, quote, real bad. She said Trump knew his supporters were armed. He tried to get metal detectors turned off so they could join the rally and wanted to go to the Capitol himself. For more on the January 6th hearing, I want to bring in ABC's Alex Presha. Alex, a lot of attention is being called to the conversation about what did or didn't happen inside the president's vehicle, but there's sort of more to this testimony. Do you think Hutchinson did enough here to show that White House officials knew what was going to happen on January 6th, or at least that there was a potential for violence and that they purposely did nothing to stop it?
Well, Diane, I think her testimony points out a number of points where violence or the possibility of violence was discussed within the former administration and nothing was done about it, right? They talked about the intelligence coming in prior to January 6th about some of the weapons that police officers and law enforcement had seen around the Capitol, some of the chatter online and how that could be potentially violent. She testified about how the president wanted to get rid of the mags during his speech to fill in his crowd so that it presented well, and how he even allegedly said that, well, they're not here to hurt me. And then also she talked about, testified about the conversation that Pat Cipollone had with Mark Meadows, basically saying that he would have blood on his hands and that people would die if this administration didn't do anything.
Now, Hutchinson's testimony came after the committee originally said they were going to postpone the hearings for a few weeks. Then they announced this surprise hearing, and here comes this testimony. What happened there? What went into the committee's decision to do it this way? Was this for theatrics, or was there something logistical there?
Well, I mean, I think part of this is certainly impact, but a lot of this has been fluid, right? And we knew that Cassidy Hutchinson had been in negotiations for months about testimony. She had a change of counsel at the start of this month, so that could have played with the timing here. But I also think it was probably critical for this committee to have her testify before these hearings later on in July, after the July 4th break, and that's because we know that we're expecting to see footage from that British documentary, that British filmmaker Alex Holder, which could further connect some of these dots.
Now, the Trump administration, or President Trump himself and a few of his inner circle, are pushing back against some of this testimony. And there's one moment where Representative Liz Cheney asked Hutchinson about a handwritten note that she says was dictated by Mark Meadows and written by her about a potential statement for President Trump to release during the attack on the Capitol. She says she wrote that. That was her handwriting. Now, former Trump White House lawyer Eric Hirschman says he was the one who wrote that note. So what's the reaction in Washington, I mean, to this back and forth, but more overall about Hutchinson's credibility in general?
Well, so, Diane, certainly those in Trump's inner circle have done their best to throw cold water on Cassidy Hutchinson's testimony, to question her credibility, and you saw that a little bit with this handwritten note. But I can tell you that the committee has said it has done its due diligence, and in this, and has found that Ms. Hutchinson's account of the matter is credible. While we understand that she and Mr. Hirschman may have differing recollections of who wrote that note, what's ultimately important is that the immediate unstructured what should be is that the president had immediate and unstructured support to leave the Capitol building.
All right, Alex Presha, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.